You have been begging for an updated craft room tour, and today's the day that your wishes come true, because today we are going to go through my entire craft room. Every single nook, cranny that I have to offer, we are going to go through it. I'm also going to show you my hoarding closet because I need some help, and I feel like you could probably give me some assistance on that hoarding closet. But the first thing that I want to address, because it is the main question, where in the world did I get this wallpaper? I have said this before and I'll say it again today. I am a terrible content creator because this right here isn't wallpaper. This is hand painted, but you would never know because I didn't record any content about it. All I did is use a projector and projected a pattern on the wall, took some pencils, outlined the pattern, and then went to town with the paint. Not wallpaper, took like 14 hours. I don't want to do it again, but it turns out amazing. And everyone says like, oh my gosh, where did you get that wallpaper? It wasn't, it was just me and a Saturday and Sunday. I thought this project was only going to take me like an hour. No. So let's get started with a craft room tour, okay? First things first, when you walk into my craft room, I do not have a door. This is like the main hallway of my house is over there. My 3D printer is right there. I also have a guillotine cutter. This one right here, I need to throw away. It's 4 years old. No, it's like 5, 6 years old. It's really old. The blade's not sharp. So we got a new one. This printer cart goes into my hoarding closet, but we have been using it a lot for printing stickers and cutting swatch books and things like that for my Cardstock warehouse, celebration warehouse, where we offer over 100 shades of plain glitter and specialty. Our glitter cardstock is shed free. We have to make cardstock books for them. So that's the guillotine cutter, 12-inch cutter, and then everything else to make swatch books. This is mainly just used for the Cardstock warehouse. And then my 3D printer does not get enough love, but she's over there in the corner. Then in my craft room, just to give you a slow-mo pan of what everything looks like. The main big thing change that has happened here is that I used to have my computer tied to a desk, right? This rolling desk. Now it is on the wall and it's huge. This was my husband's idea. My husband got me a gigantic TV on the wall that plugs into my computer, but we'll get into that. So that's been the main change. I also have the xTool P3 in here. This room I feel like I've jam-packed this room with so much stuff, but there actually seems to be still some room. So we have the xTool P3 right there. She's a large thing and she fits in here just fine. Then I have my eufyMake UV printer. It is on this rolling cart I love. You will notice that a lot of my items all have rollers on them because I like to change things out and move things around. I like to craft on the floor sometimes, so having this to be able to move, out of my way to give me some floor space is absolutely amazing. Then I have this it's really a beautiful cabinet situation from afar. I got it off of Wayfair. It was actually kind of pricey, and when I got it, there was a lot of imperfections, like dings right here and right here. A couple of the doors don't close correctly. The drawers are not, I don't know. There's a lot of imperfections. For the amount of money I paid for these cabinets, I was actually really quite disappointed with them. The manufacturer that manufactured them, or at least sent them to me, they were unwilling to do anything. So I just was left with this. Luckily from afar, you can't tell that there's any mess ups. And I mean, no one's ever said anything to me. It's just up close. Also, like this cabinet top is a completely different color than this cabinet, like these outside cabinets. You can't tell unless you're up close that these are two different colors and that it's on both sides. But we have this anyways on top. So it's really truly not that big of a deal. But for the amount of money I paid for it, definitely is kind of a bummer. Then I have my storage containers for my scraps. These ones are going to be for scrap cardstock. This one right here is like for scrap acrylic for the laser cutter. I don't really care that they are here. I really wish that I could put them in my hoarding closet because I think that they are kind of an eyesore, but I don't have room for them in my hoarding closet. So Unfortunately, they have to stay there. And then I have another one of these Husky tables. There is another one that is over there. And this one is purely for this gigantic heat press, and then also the Uninet iColor 560. All of the additional toners and papers and everything else that you use with a 560 is right there. I would love for that to go into the hoarding closet because it is not cute there, but we'll get into the hoarding closet in a little bit. So have all of that. This heat press is gigantic and it is like 700 pounds. It is so heavy, but there's nothing you can do with that. It's gonna have to stay there, right? Then I have all of my paints, some of the projects that we have done together up here. And then for Mother's Day a few years ago, I would love for you to do this project if you're thinking about an idea for Mother's Day or even for Father's Day, is what we did is we put our names in a hat. We are a family of 4. And my daughter painted this one. So you'll see that a lot of my videos because that one's me. She painted me. And then we just sat around a table and we painted each other. We drew names and everyone got to paint. My son's the one over here on the left. She drew his sister. And then the one in the middle was done by my husband. He painted my son. And then the one on the right, I painted, and that is of my husband. So it was a really fun activity. We just got to sit around and paint each other and just talk. And that was during Mother's Day. That was my Mother's Day gift one year. So this table right here does roll. I have 2 glass cutting boards. I love them so much because they are magnetic. I do often have projects laying around or things that I need to use or ordered for other projects. So I often have just like projects just laying here. So I just got done making this and I need to figure out a better way to secure this to the metal hoop. I think I'm gonna need it floral wire. So that is still work in progress. I love my table because it can be standing and also sitting. So I do have a chair in my craft room just in case I decide I wanna sit. But for the most part, I just stand in here just because when I sit, I feel kind of lazy. So anyway, there's that. This thing right here, everyone cackles at it when they see it because I do have a drawer that has a sentence enhancer on that. But this is just houses all of the random things. I think this one right here is for jewelry. This does say bling on it, but now it just has an overflow of jewelry stuff in here. We have stamping inks, sublimation ink, anything that like has to do with stamping. I'm not a huge stamper, but this is my stamping stuff. Then we have acrylic paints and brushes and things like that. These are like just the markers and stuff that doesn't look cute on the shelf over there. And then this is all like paper embossing. So if you wanted to make rolled flowers, any type of little like embellishments, some googly eyes, just like random paper things. Then we have, obviously, this one is probably self-explanatory. You can cut your finger with anything in this drawer. Then we have my glue drawer, which really I have also, I have a glue cabinet. I have a lot of glue. I don't know. We could probably put this in the cabinet. And then sticks. So I used to make party decorations full time and I used to sell them on Etsy. Now my Etsy shop is all print on demand and digital downloads. So I really don't need this many sticks or anything. But this used to be solely for when I was assembling things for my Etsy shop. Again, we have either crafts I've completed. So this is a craft that I completed with you and it's of my dog. I still need to hang this up in my son's room. He's claimed this one. And then this one is the one that I did. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's not going in my craft room. It actually kind of creeps me out. I don't know why I decided to print myself here, but you. Then I have a few different crafts I want to try and a new projector. This one's supposed to be better than the last one that I had. Some faux leather and other scraps. Have you seen the faux stained glass stuff with broken crushed glass? Have you seen them? They use resin, like a wood cutout from the laser. That's my next craft I'm going to try. I have 2 UV lasers here, the Calm Marker and the F2 Ultra UV. If you're gonna ask me which UV laser you should buy, it's definitely this one. I'm not really a fan of this one. This one's going to be my go-to. And these drawers right here, we have just some random tools and supplies. Mainly are going to be things that I would use with my lasers. Not a whole lot going on in here. And then this one right here is just laser blanks. So anything that has to do with a laser, blanks, random blanks that don't have a home, put them in here. Smaller little things like these wax seal that you can engrave, all those things. So that's fun. Let's see, got a garbage can in here. Always got to have a garbage can. I have a really big one because I, for whatever reason, produce a whole lot of waste. We already talked about the xTool P3. Love this thing. It's so amazing. I do want to get a little shelf. It didn't come with a shelf with the base, so I would love to go to Home Depot, get a shelf so I can use it for more storage. I am lacking storage. I feel I am a storage-aholic. So, but she is amazing. I love her. Then again, we're going back over into the eufyMake UV printer. Anything that has to do with the Eufy is right here. So extra cleaning cartridges, maintenance kit, the rotary, the laminator. I got the beds. I have the large bed thing over here. This is all only for Eufy. So the great thing about this is that it pulls out of the wall and I can change it directions so it will accommodate for the large print bed. So again, everything is on wheels because if I decide to rearrange, at one point in time when we first moved into this house, this entire cabinet was on this wall right here. So I love being able to have the ability to move everything around. Okay, going back over here into the cabinet, clearly you can see the insides of it, the top of it. The Spellbinders things, I've used it maybe 5 times, kind of pricey. I'm not a fan, but it was pricey and I don't want to get rid of it. This little shadow box is something that I created and it is my very first original tools that I got with my Cricut, and they're kind of personal to me in the essence of I would not be here today without these tools. My cardstock shop, my Etsy shop being so wildly successful was brought to you by these original tools. They are dirty, they are used, they are amazing, and I just had to frame them. I do have a lot of crafts in my craft room of things that either I have made or my kids have made. So my daughter painted this for me, I made this. We made this together. I made this. It's of my son. A lot of the things that are on the walls, you'll notice, are going to be either things like my daughter has made, my son has drawn, things I've made. I am very crafty and want to keep it that way. And I always want to just like, my daughter painted this a very long time ago. I think she was like 5. She's 20 now. So a lot of these are just very like crafty things that we have done all throughout time. Going back over here, I kept my xTool F2. I think this is the F2 or the F1. It's an F1, but the better one, the newer version. I kept her because she's cute and she fits in here. I love anything miniature. And then before we get into all these drawers and cabinets, we'll go back over here. I have my blinged out Cricut Joy. She's so cute. She does work, but really she's just there for looks and she's nice and blinged out. I did that with you. And then this one right here is my daughter. She did that and we made this together. Now this is kind of like my brag station. This right here, my son, he did a journal entry of me a few years ago and I put it into a frame just because it just is amazing. I love it. Then I also got my really cool Shopify award for my Cardstock warehouse, Celebration Warehouse. The coolest thing about this is I got this award the day after my birthday. So how freaking cool is that? I went from a girl who opened up a Cardstock warehouse because my Cardstock company that I was buying from went out of business. And I was at that point selling thousands of dollars on Etsy, making party decorations, but I was buying my paper wholesale. And I was like, oof, I'm gonna have to go back to buying cardstock at full price. And I didn't want to do that. So I opened up my own cardstock warehouse because of my desperation. And the right here, the sign that I had made, Celebration Warehouse is the name. And the whole sole purpose of that is providing wholesale prices to all the crafters. Because I think that the markups that the craft stores do is outrageous. I still do to this day. We have a very huge following and of all the crafters that love cardstock so much. Mom makers love our cardstock. So if you know anything about Texas moms and the homecoming season and you are a mom maker, you're going to want to check out the cardstock shop because there is a lot of mom makers that love our cardstock. But going back over into the craft room tour. So I also got this too all in one year. So the year of 2025 was super big for me. I met my own personal goal, but I also not only received my silver plaque from YouTube, but also from Shopify all in the same year. So I met my personal goal. I got 2 awards in 1 year. Last year, year of 2025, was the year that I was beating all of my expectations in life, which was actually crazy. I have my trusty dusty sewing machine that was purchased 13 years ago, I believe. It was a long time ago. She is dusty and but she still works. So I'm thinking about doing some sewing crafts this year because I really want to get back into sewing. So I'm thinking I'm going to bust her out. This is a small handmade business. I love a good rainbow, as you could probably tell with my wall. Florals and rainbow is where it's at. So I saw that and I purchased that, scooped that up real quick. So here is all of the drawers and what's in these cabinets. This one right here has ribbon and string, extra embroidery, hoops and needles and all that stuff. Not a whole lot's changed here from the previous craft room tour. Now here is going to be just random craft supplies, things that I don't want to get rid of, but like this goes to the Spellbinder. I have another laminator. We have some pens, we have some pencils, we have some wax seals. We just have some random craft things that I can't get rid of. I'm probably going to use eventually, or maybe not, you know? Going over into this one just has like extra camera equipment and my call notes thing, an extra keyboard, more camera equipment, some cords, nothing really great in here. It's just camera stuff, you know? Okay, going over into here, this is considered my glue shelf. So that glue drawer that I had, same thing right here. This is all glue, adhesives, all the things. Then we come up here, we have glitter. I don't know why I keep the glitter because I never use it ever, but I don't want to throw it away because what if I ever use it, but I've never used it. So there's that. Then I have anything for shaker cake toppers in here or shaker domes. We have like, what are these clay things? So anything that has to do with a shaker type thing, keep them here. Plastic money holders, you can buy these on the Cardstock warehouse as well, which is great. I have a cup turning for resin. Again, we're gonna go back to here. I don't know why I keep this because I made one tumbler and decided I was never gonna do that craft again, but I don't wanna get rid of it because I paid for it. We got some wood beads, some badge holders, and a heat blower. This thing right here has come in handy. If you ever, if you have a heatless water tank, not heatless, a tankless water heater and you're in an area where it freezes and your tankless water heater freezes, you can use a heat blower. So just know that you can do that. Okay, so in here is going to be some more laser items. Things that I just don't want laying out, but wouldn't fit into the other drawer. This right here is the other lenses for the P3 and just some random things that you can engrave with any laser here in the craft room, but again, won't fit into that other drawer that's over there that we already went through. Okay, coming over into this one, this is going to be UV. So anything that has to do with the UV that doesn't look cute over there is going to be more inks, more like of these like head scrapers, cleaning kit, air filter, all that jazz. Down here is going to be just paint, just any type of like one of those wall paints or, you know, all of my wall paint that I did for my floral wall, that's all right there. It's just, you know, just paint, nothing exciting really in there. Okay, then we go into here. This is just going to be like Cricut crafting stuff. Swatch books from my Cardstock warehouse. I always keep them in here. I actually utilize these all the time when trying to plan out crafts that we do together. Instead of pulling out sheets of cardstock, I can just best match colors, textures, all that thing with these. So I have a set here in my craft room. This is just extra Cricut crafting stuff, random pieces of paper that I don't know, their packaging ripped. And it kind of annoys me that it's here, but anyways, Cricut crafting supplies right here. Then also here is another thing where I have more inks because they didn't fit in the other cabinet, tumblers, more paper, just some random, like we got acetate 11 by 17 paper. We have some water slide, no spray stuff, just tattoo paper, all the things up here. And then down here, more paper, more Cricut crafting supplies, and everything that's right here is just glitter cardstock that I have purchased from my cardstock warehouse that I just use for random crafts. So there is that. And then we have, again, cardstock scraps here. So I love using cardstock scraps. You will, if you've ever watched any of my cardstock videos, I tell you, if you can use a scrap, use a scrap. Same with acrylic and wood scraps. My Siser Juliet and my Mermeo are right here. I love them so much. And then we have, again, the heat press and also the Uninet iColor 560. In the top drawer, we have anything that has to do with this situation. So heat tape, heat resistant gloves. I got some pressing, I don't know what, like parchment paper stuff, more parchment paper, all the things that have to do with this. Then we have in this drawer is just going to be my Cricut mats, everything. I got some vinyl in here, some fabric measuring tapes, but you know, like anything, this is just like truly just Cricut, more Cricut stuff. Okay. So we have essentially gone through the entire craft room. It's a pretty decent craft room, right? I mean, I feel like it's not a very big room. It's half the size. It's half the size of my previous craft room that I had a year ago. It's been a year since we were crafted in that craft room. But I feel like I've done a very good job trying to figure out where everything goes. But we're about ready to go into the hoarding closet because I need help with this, okay? So when it comes to the hoarding closet, you can't judge me. We've been in this house for a year. I've been busy doing other things and other projects that we still can't figure out what in the world we want to do with this, but I definitely feel like we need to do something and quick, okay? Are you ready for this? You're not ready. You saw how like well organized my craft room is. This is not it. Okay, so first, before I show you, we have extremely tall windows. We have extremely tall ceilings in my house, right? I feel like we could use, I'm not going to show you everything in the bottom. We could definitely be utilizing some vertical storage here. Okay, like we could do a wall of cabinets, just like a sea of cabinets or something, right? Because what in the world is going on here? What? We have a box of quartz. We have some shirts that, you know, that I can make shirts with my iColor 560. We have some random things that I could use with the eufy that I just don't want laying around. We have all of my things to make another neon sign right here. Sewing buckets right there. We have a bunch of acrylic behind there. Like, do you see that? All that acrylic that I have? It's almost like a lifetime supply. There is just so much crap in here. Like, what is this? I have rolls of paper. I have a whole rolling situation that has like, this is like laser engravable stuff, even stuff that I can use for the eufy. Like, you can't put anything in here. That printer cart that's supposed to go in here ain't fitting in here. But like, I need something to go vertically, right? Like, we need vertical storage, people. So like, rate it. Is this terrible? Is this bad? Are you judging me hardcore, or are you giving me grace? Because like today, all I did was I threw in a couple cords in the box that's in that cord box, and I shut the door, called it a day. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll deal with that another time. So what do you think of my craft room and also my hoard closet? Is it a craft room of your dreams, or what would you improve or change? Because I am always ears. I love a good storage situation. I love having the ability to have all this stuff that's in my craft room, but sometimes I feel like it's just like so much that it's a little overwhelming. Ooh, I totally did not, I left this out, but I actually have a storage unit full of craft supplies too. Yeah. Because I don't have any room in that hoarder's closet to put it. I need something. I really am struggling hard with the storage hoard closet that I need help with. But otherwise, what do you think? I hope it's your craft room of your dreams. It's definitely half the size of what my previous craft room is, but that's okay. I feel like this feels like home versus my past craft room that I had just felt like it was going to be all work. Like it was just too professional. It was like too professional of a studio. Now it feels like a crafter is here and she is going to get down to business. So you let me know what you can think of ideas for my storage situations, and let me know, what would you change with my craft room, or what are you going to add in your craft room after watching this video? I'll see you later, my friends.